Yeah, but do you know the name of the town where we were?
And do you want to look on the map? All right, we're on our way. We're leaving the campsite after going back into Ann Sutter for breakfast. And now we're heading on the road to, we don't know where. We will find out. There we go. Nice stone walls here. We had our first night camping. So it was interesting getting all the gear out from our packing time. Little village of Crail. Little church we're passing. Crowded streets when you're riding on cars. That's pretty cool. They got a dune buggy or something. Some kind of weird motor vehicle. Watch carefully. Around and straight through. Those are called wee roundabouts because they're not big roundabouts. They're just one little lane going through it. Look at this. It's beautiful. Stonework. It's kind of like our eastern Quebec old stone buildings. But of course not as old as these ones. Get some air in my helmet. And now we're in the newer development. Andrew's filming, so he'll be able to show the view from the front. You can smell the canola. There's fields and fields of canola. We're just going to drive by. Hopefully Andrew will be able to see it from his camera. Wow, that's yellow. That's beautiful. You can smell the yellow fields. Better catch up to Andrew. Very narrow roads, as we expected. I imagine we'll pass other villages as we go through here, but you can see it's all farmland right now. Drag racing sign, so obviously drag racing. Cows off to the left. Oh. Scotland. Rural Scotland. Escape to the country. Oh, this is beautiful. We're going through a tunnel of trees. Trees and butterflies and wildflowers. See that behind? Pretty nice. You can see the stone walls behind me. We're driving on the left of me. It's beautiful stone walls and a pedestrian or a runner. Wow, this is gorgeous. We're actually coming to the sea. Well, it seems that we had difficulties. We are definitely not technologically savvy, and we had difficulties with our video, and we didn't get hardly anything captured on our screen. So here we go. We're just going to take you through the map to show you where we went after Anstruthers. So from Anstruthers, we drove along up to Capar, where we went and had a visit with the Lindor Abbey Distillery, which was really cool. We had a cup of tea there in the morning after our camping. Then we drove up further up here, and we stayed the night at the Bridge of Cali, which was a really sweet little inn where we had a fantastic dinner because the last couple of nights we had really camp food. So that was special. From there, we drove all the way along, all the way up to Braemar. We took a little off-road. Braemar is renowned for its hiking trails. We saw lots of hikers who were sitting at the cafe with us where we had our breakfast. And then from Braemar, we continued along. Beautiful roads, by the way, absolutely stunning, to Dufftown, where we were done. We were tired. We wanted to find a camping spot. We actually tried to camp that night at a sort of an information center that was in a tiny little town alongside the road, but we were recommended not to do that, and the woman actually brought us to a little schoolhouse where we got to camp the night and see some magnificent cattle, typical Scottish cattle. Had a great night camping there, and then we continued up the road and along until we got to the city or town of Elgin, which was beautiful. In Elgin, we ended up staying the night at the Loch Murray Hotel. We were a little gun shy about our motorcycles parking there, so they actually let us put our bikes at the owner's house in his private garaged area. And we, from there, we also went to see the Elgin Cathedral ruins, which were beautiful. And we got to go in for a tour the next morning at the Johnson of Elgin Scottish Woolens and Spinners and Weavings, and that's over 2 centuries. Wool has been carded and spun and woven into tartan fabrics at that. I had a solo tour, just me and the tour guide, so that was really interesting. And then we went all the way along by the coast. Spectacular. We did not go into Inverness. We passed through it and went up until we got to this tiny little village of Golspie. And when we came into that village, there were people there with banners and flags waving, and we thought, oh, look at that, we're being greeted with such a warm welcome. We found a little tea shop. We went in and we found out that actually the Duke and Duchess of England were visiting that day, and so the pipers were there. It was really fun to see. So we got to enjoy that before we headed all the way up the coast on a beautiful ride. It's hard to describe it. Wish you could see it, till we got to John O'Groats. And the John O'Groats, from there we thought, hey, we are going to head over to the Orkney Islands, so let's stop the night and camp here, which we did. So no footage really, except we do have photographs of that journey. But there you go. We are trying to figure this out as we go along.